Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The buzz around the Dallas Cowboys has been nothing short of electric ever since Chris Jones made his monumental move to the team. Fans are whispering in hallways, gyms, and online forums, debating what his arrival really means for the defensive line, and it seems like everyone has an opinion. Analysts are calling it a game changer, but there's a sense of cautious optimism that hangs over Arlington, as if the city itself is holding its breath. Some say his presence will instantly elevate the entire defensive unit, while others argue that the chemistry with current stars will determine whether this signing becomes legendary or just another high-profile acquisition. Everywhere you turn, there's a conversation about how Jones' combination of size, speed, and sheer athleticism might finally give the Cowboys the edge they've been chasing for seasons. Even casual fans who barely track defensive stats are suddenly intrigued, reading every snippet of news, every Instagram post, as if these small clues could predict the future of the team. Rumors swirl that locker room dynamics are already shifting, and insiders hint at late-night meetings and strategy sessions that could transform the team culture. The excitement surrounding Jones isn't just about his stats or past performances. It's about the narrative that comes with him. He represents a statement of intent from the Cowboys management, a signal that they are serious about redefining their defensive identity. Commentators speculate endlessly about how his arrival might force other teams to adjust their offensive schemes, imagining quarterbacks who suddenly think twice before stepping into the pocket. Fans on social media craft their own storylines, projecting rivalries, hypothetical sacks, and legendary plays that might never materialize but feel thrilling just to discuss. The whispers extend to the front office, with rumors that other potential free agents are watching closely, considering Dallas as a destination now that a player of Jones' caliber has signed. Conversations in local sports bars oscillate between hope and skepticism, as patrons debate whether this is truly a transformative signing or simply a flashy headline. Every training session, every press conference is now dissected with almost obsessive attention, as if one quote or gesture could confirm that the Cowboys are on the brink of greatness. Even former players have chimed in, sharing anecdotes about Jones' work ethic, his leadership, and the intangible qualities that rarely appear on stat sheets but resonate powerfully in locker rooms. Speculation also stretches into strategy and game planning, with analysts mapping out potential formations, pass rush combinations, and blitz packages that could emerge with Jones anchoring the line. It's a chess game in the public eye, with fans and pundits alike attempting to anticipate moves before the first snap is even thrown. Rumors about practice intensity, conditioning routines, and even pre-game rituals circulate in whispers, painting a picture of a defensive line that might be on the verge of a seismic shift. Some insiders hint that coaches are already adjusting schemes around his strengths, envisioning how he can draw double teams, free up teammates, and change the dynamics of every defensive play. The narrative becomes almost cinematic, with Jones cast as the protagonist whose every action could tip the balance in tight games, even if the details remain speculative. Conversations among fans extend to hypothetical matchups against top-tier quarterbacks, imagining how his presence could disrupt offensive lines, cause turnovers, and inspire highlight reels. The air is thick with anticipation, a mix of hope, anxiety, and curiosity, as everyone wants to see whether this signing will fulfill the promises whispered across social media feeds and sports talk shows. Even casual observers are drawn into the vortex of excitement, sharing posts, debating matchups, and imagining legendary defensive sequences in vivid detail. Locker room dynamics are another hot topic in the swirling rumors around Jones. Sources claim that teammates are adjusting to his arrival, with whispers suggesting that his presence is already influencing young players, pushing them to elevate their game and embrace more disciplined routines. Rumors abound about mentorship moments, off-the-field advice, and even subtle leadership struggles as established veterans navigate how to integrate a player of his stature and reputation. Coaches are allegedly tweaking rotations and practice plans to maximize his impact, balancing the need to highlight his abilities while maintaining overall team cohesion. Observers speculate that his work ethic might serve as a model for others, raising the bar in ways that extend far beyond mere statistics. Social media amplifies every small hint, from photos of intense training sessions to cryptic quotes in interviews, feeding a narrative that the Cowboys' defensive line is undergoing a transformation that could redefine the franchise's identity. Fans dissect every movement, every handshake, every nod during practice, interpreting them as indicators of chemistry, influence, and potential dominance on the field. The excitement is contagious, sparking debates in online communities where theories multiply faster than confirmations, creating a whirlwind of speculation that seems to grow by the hour. Every conversation about the team now inevitably circles back to Jones, with insiders hinting that his arrival has set off a ripple effect that could reshape the defense for years to come. Rumors also extend to the business side, with whispers about how this signing reflects the Cowboys' ambitions in the broader league context. Some speculate that his contract sets a new benchmark for defensive stars, influencing negotiations across the NFL and signaling Dallas' commitment to pursuing elite talent. Analysts debate whether this will attract other high-profile free agents who want to join a team with a clear vision and the resources to back it up. The narrative weaves between fantasy and reality, as fans speculate about future drafts, complementary signings, and a strategic planning that might be unfolding behind closed doors. Even casual observers are captivated, imagining press conferences where future stars announce their arrival, inspired by Jones' example. The chatter around sponsorships, endorsements, and media appearances adds another layer, with rumors suggesting that his marketability could shift fan engagement and elevate the franchise's profile nationally and internationally. The speculation, the excitement, and the endless what-ifs fuel a narrative that keeps conversations alive 24/7, transforming every discussion about the Cowboys into a mix of strategic analysis, emotional investment, and pure entertainment. Finally, the social media storm surrounding Jones is a story in itself. Clips, GIFs, and fan-made highlight reels flood platforms daily, sparking viral debates and speculative threads about his impact. Some fans create elaborate scenarios, projecting championship runs and defensive dominance that hinge entirely on his performance. Rumors about interactions with teammates, glimpses from practice, and off-field anecdotes feed a growing sense of anticipation, as if every detail, no matter how small, contributes to a larger-than-life image. Analysts, bloggers, and casual fans all engage in the conversation, dissecting his influence on team culture, morale, and performance, creating a narrative that feels both immediate and epic. The buzz extends beyond traditional sports circles, reaching casual viewers intrigued by the drama, charisma, and mystery surrounding such a high-profile signing. In essence, Chris Jones' arrival has ignited a storm of rumors, speculation, and excitement, creating a narrative that transcends wins and losses and transforms the Cowboys' defensive line into a central figure in the league's ongoing drama. Fans wait, debate, and dream, fully aware that the reality may differ, but the story itself has already captured the imagination of everyone paying attention. Speculation continues to swirl about how Chris Jones' presence might change the very identity of the Cowboys' defensive line. Insiders hint at subtle adjustments in practice drills, with whispers that he is already pushing teammates to reconsider their techniques, footwork, and mental approach to the game. Rumors suggest that his influence is contagious, inspiring younger players to stay late after training, revisit film breakdowns, and embrace a level of preparation previously unseen. Social media feeds are filled with fans dissecting photos, videos, and even small gestures in locker rooms, turning them into signs of emerging leadership and potential dominance. Analysts speculate endlessly about the ripple effect his arrival might have, from motivating veterans to mentoring rookies, suggesting that his impact could stretch far beyond individual stats or sacks. Conversations in sports bars, forums, and podcasts revolve around imagined scenarios, like hypothetical defensive stunts and game-changing plays, fueling a narrative that makes every interaction feel charged with significance. Even casual viewers are drawn into the excitement, captivated by the notion that the Cowboys' defensive unit might finally be evolving into something legendary, with Jones at the helm, shaping culture, strategy, and perception in equal measure. The chatter about his integration into the team continues to build, with whispers that coaches are carefully crafting schemes to showcase his strengths while balancing overall defensive cohesion. Some rumors suggest that Jones' arrival has triggered a subtle shift in leadership dynamics, with existing veterans needing to adapt to a presence that commands attention and respect. Analysts and fans alike speculate about the potential for new defensive combinations, imagining lineups where his ability to draw double teams creates openings for teammates in ways previously unattainable. Social media communities overflow with posts speculating on chemistry, leadership, and the cultural influence of having a player of his caliber in the locker room. Even off-field behavior, from media interviews to interactions with fans, becomes fodder for discussion, with every public appearance analyzed for hints of his impact on team morale. The narrative has grown beyond his physical contributions, emphasizing his potential role as a transformative figure, someone whose arrival might redefine expectations, create opportunities, and alter the trajectory of the Cowboys' defensive strategy for seasons to come. Rumors also explore the idea that Chris Jones' signing has set off a cascade of potential domino effects in the wider league. Pundits whisper about how rival teams might adjust offensive line strategies, considering that quarterbacks may now face a heightened threat when entering the pocket. Some speculate that other defensive stars could be monitoring Dallas closely, weighing the prospect of joining a team where elite talent seems to be converging. Fan communities generate endless what-if scenarios, imagining playoff implications, hypothetical matchups, and game-changing defensive moments, crafting a narrative as dramatic as it is speculative. Even casual sports enthusiasts find themselves engaged, drawn into debates over whether this move signals a larger trend in team building or simply represents a high-profile, attention-grabbing signing. Coaches, analysts, and insiders hint at long-term planning, suggesting that this is more than a single transaction. It's part of a vision, a blueprint that could influence drafts, training regimens, and future acquisitions. The conversation has become immersive, creating a sense of anticipation, intrigue, and even suspense, as if everyone involved is collectively waiting to see whether this bold move will redefine what it means to be a Cowboy. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Locker room chemistry remains at the center of whispers and rumors, with some insiders suggesting that Jones' arrival has shifted interpersonal dynamics, creating new alliances, mentorship bonds, and subtle hierarchies. Veteran players reportedly observe his routines and work ethic with a mix of admiration and competitive motivation, while younger players are said to be taking notes, seeking guidance, and modeling their preparation after his approach. Analysts speculate on how these interactions could ripple into game day performance, envisioning scenarios where the energy he brings amplifies everyone else's effort, from positioning to tackling technique. Social media magnifies these narratives, turning small moments into dramatic storylines that fans eagerly consume and discuss. Even casual observations of practice sessions, pre-game huddles, or sideline gestures are transformed into talking points, feeding the imagination with speculation about leadership, mentorship, and influence. In essence, Jones' arrival is perceived as a catalyst, sparking changes that extend beyond pure athleticism, impacting culture, morale, and the very ethos of the defensive line in ways that feel both immediate and far-reaching. The business and perception aspects of this signing also fuel the rumor mill, as whispers suggest that Dallas management intended this acquisition to send a message across the league. Some speculate that it demonstrates an aggressive approach to securing elite talent, raising questions about how other teams might respond in terms of free agency and contract negotiations. Social media chatter focuses on potential endorsements, marketability, and the excitement generated in the fan base, hinting that Jones' presence could have a measurable impact beyond the field. Analysts discuss whether this move might influence future draft strategies, inspire complementary signings, or even affect long-term planning for the franchise. Fans indulge in hypothetical narratives, imagining media stories, press conferences, and celebratory moments that reinforce a perception of ambition, strategy, and forward-thinking leadership. The speculation surrounding these off-field dynamics intertwines seamlessly with on-field possibilities, creating a rich tapestry of conversation, rumor, and anticipation that seems to grow exponentially each day, maintaining a constant hum of excitement throughout the Cowboys community. Finally, the frenzy surrounding Chris Jones continues to dominate the narrative landscape, fueled by social media, fan forums, and casual conversation alike. Every appearance, post, or public comment is dissected, interpreted, and magnified into hints of leadership, chemistry, or strategic intent. Rumors about potential matchups, defensive schemes, and locker room influence circulate widely, creating a sense of anticipation that feels larger than life. Even small details, such as body language in interviews or glimpses during practice, are transformed into meaningful signals, fueling speculation about his long-term impact. Fans imagine seasons of dominance, legendary defensive plays, and cultural transformations within the team, fully aware that the reality may differ, yet embracing the excitement of the narrative itself. Analysts continue to debate, fans continue to theorize, and social media continues to amplify every detail, crafting an ongoing story that merges anticipation, curiosity, and drama. In many ways, Chris Jones' arrival has created not just a new defensive cornerstone, but a narrative phenomenon, a swirling storm of rumor, hope, and expectation that seems impossible to contain, captivating everyone who follows the Cowboys and redefining conversations around the franchise in ways that will echo for years. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.